You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Of thine eyes, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet, so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio station that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
For Trinidad and Tobago to grow, PNM must go.
PNM, your days are numbered. UNC will take over. Trinidad and Tobago, yellow is the code.
PNM, them in too much bacchanal.
Them say PNM sleeping with the criminals. When PNM in power, the crime rate goes up higher. PNM breaks the country every time. When PNM in power, them don't care about them character. PNM bankrupt the country every time. Them say PNM must go far, far away. Never to come back until judgment day. PNM who breaks the country every time.
PNM, them in too much confusion.
Them say PNM blocking out good governance. When PNM in power, more taxes is the order. PNM breaks the country every time. When PNM in power, it's for the rich to get richer. PNM bankrupt the country every time. Them say PNM must go far, far away. Never to come back until judgment day. PNM who breaks the country every time.
PNM, them in too much corruption.
Them say UNC is the only solution. When the PP was in power, the country started to prosper. PNM come break the country every time. When PNM in power, Lavantil continues to suffer. PNM bankrupt the country every time. Them say PNM must go far, far breaks the country every time. When PNM in power, criminals they are point all over. PNM breaks the country every time. But when Tamla come in power, all corruption will uncover. UNC will make our lives live better. Them say never go far away, never will come back one year. PNM who breaks the country every time. Diminished with this wicked PNM, back-minded and spiteful PNM government. Your days are numbered. Yellow is the code. Trinidad and Tobago, yellow is the code. Vote UNC for a better TNT.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP, and you. on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. As you join us, ladies and gentlemen, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do mean that. We originate, we don't imitate, we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen to this.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people, that we will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal, the young man himself, the one and only, the man they call Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome. How are you?
Quite good, splendiferous this evening. And how are you?
You're getting some feedback from you.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we getting some feedback.
All right, let me tune them recording on my.
Okay. All right, well, Tommy, fix that. Folks, it's a pleasure. You know. And let me. It's always a pleasure you can join us, folks. Don't forget, do your WZYE civic duty. Let me add the young man, COP. COP, how you going? COP, you hearing me?
Hi, cool, quiet, and humble. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago. Good night to you, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man.
Same to you, COP.
Bless. Tommy, that's better. That's better. So, of course, folks, it's another day in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Let me quickly go to the chat. Miss Santa Cruz starts a new streak. Miss Santa Cruz was in first.
That's right.
12:53 p.m. Miss Santa Cruz just start a new streak, but yeah. Volsanga one and done, as usual. You know? Miss Santa Cruz said good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, as well as COP. Good night to my friends in the village. Donna Gockin was next. A blessed good night to Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, as well as COP. Well, let them get accustomed to COP, you know. Yeah, they gotta get accustomed. So just now we gotta remove the guest.
Don't get accustomed. Don't get accustomed.
Yeah. Just how we had to remove the guest host, boy.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can't put guest host no more, you know.
No, you can't be
I will
guessing
I
no
will
more.
be
We know
ranking with Professor. I'll be ranking with Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Correct is right.
If you
Correct
notice,
is right.
I say Uncle Tony again. It's Uncle
As Uncle
Tommy
Tommy, you
now.
know, full respect, full
Yeah,
100, full respect, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Correct is right.
correct is right. Correct is right. But I'm
yes,
not bucking.
indeed.
Good night, Trinidad and Tobago. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago, and good night to all the listeners of WZYE 95.9 FM. Good night and welcome. All the new listeners and them, good night. We have a lot of new listeners to come on board, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah,
Good
man.
night to you all. Be part of the program, share the life. Every friend and every member of this village over here, share the life. Be part of WZYE. We love you here. And all we
Yeah.
want you to do is to be part of the program from 7 to 10. Love we the same way we love you. Support us the same way we support you. And that is their village family. Professor Wall Street.
Correct is right. Donna Gutkin says, Anna Munsami, a blessed good night. To you, stay safe. Monica Ramkisoon says, Anna and Donna, hi. Yeah. You know, I noticed something, you know, all the women that's come in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, you know. Men and them only get one set of participation medals, boy.
Since
Mr.
20 to 7, since 20 to 7, I watch YouTube. We done lock it. Everybody done have first over there already.
Long time, man. Them woman
Yeah.
and them, yeah, man. Hey, you know, fellas, all you had to step it up, you know. Serious, man. All you lacking too much, man. Mr. Intellectual said, Mr. Intellectual used to be first plenty time, boy. Mr. Intellectual must didn't come first in the last year. Yeah.
No, he came first last week one day.
Oh, to me that don't count, man. One day in a year? That don't count? One day? You just trying to make him feel good to me. You make him feel good one day, man.
Yeah, we have to celebrate each small mercy.
Small mercies.
Yeah, that's a small mercy. So we gotta celebrate. We have to be grateful for each and every little thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tommy. All right.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy. And
Yeah.
especially he's a member at WZYE. He's a supporter at
That's right.
WZYE. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Small
man.
mercies.
Family.
Plenty love.
Watch it.
Yeah. He go come
Yeah, we
second one day.
family, but we speak truth to power too. Do you forgetting that?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
I agree. But he still breaks in for the village family.
No, but we speak truth to power.
Yeah, well,
I agree.
I'm grateful whether they come early or they come late because they came.
Oh, so do you have a problem with Volsang getting a participation medal? You don't?
Well, he also ran.
Wow. So you know what they say also ran is, right? You know horse racing? What else they also ran, Tommy? You know that you used to play horse race. Eh?
Yep.
You ain't come first, second, or third.
But
you run out. Anyway, Mr. Intellectual says, blessed evening, Pro Uncle T, and all the villagers. Hope you all having a tremendously blessed and transformative Thursday, filled with all of God's goodness and rich wisdom. Yeah, same to you. Look your partner, Volsang. Top of the into wall, COP and Uncle Tommy. Let it rip. Yeah. And let us come one after each other, you know.
And good evening to you, brother.
Then Volsang, right? Then Kevin George. Good night to all in the village. Good night to you. Then Gen Z Paul. Good night to you. Then all right. Carmine break it. No. I think Carmine is male or female? The middle. Carmine Rampersad, good night, Walls and Tommy. Then Clinton Williams, Professor Walshik and Uncle Tommy in the village, good night. Then Semantic 62. Good evening, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, COP, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Tommy, look your next partner, boy. Capitan.
yep,
Capitan
he's a
says
good
good
one.
night. Eh?
He's a good one.
Yeah, Capitan is our original, you know. What was his other two name, Tommy? Oh, God, look, I forget to know.
He's disrespectful. What do you mean? What do you mean by good night? Good night, my PNM brothers and sisters. What do you mean by that?
Nah, COP.
Don't pay him no mind. Don't pay him no mind.
Don't pay him no attention. Yeah. That's one day a long time. Don't pay him no attention. Anytime you see he put things in the chat, whatever he put, think otherwise.
All right, he had the order that.
Yeah, if you put PNM, think UNC.
He backward.
Look, just as I said it. Look what he put, great as the PNM. He actually means great as the UNC. That's what you mean. But like, when you write, it does write backwards. He ain't sure. Zora Karim, good night to you. Good night. Semantic 62 was a course by Paliview. It still have a lot of PNM propagandists there, boy. It have propagandists. It still have plenty of them. Cool Runner says good night. Wall Street Tommy COP, good night to you.
Good night to you.
Yeah. Bennett Thomas, boy. Good evening, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy says COP and all in the village. Good night to you. Hey, Tommy, look at next one. We from way back in time, boy. Busy, boy. Busy from on Mayaro.
Sorry, Grandy.
Oh God, Tommy, you couldn't help me out there a little bit. Say close to Mayaro. After fishing Sandy Grandy. You know how to mess up them thing on them. Yeah, that busy, boy. Busy used to come in Ethiopia and tell me what he cooking. He used to cook fried bhaji, fried bygone, morbi with mixed morbi and sorrel together. All kind of things he used to make, boy. Real thing. From in Sandy Grande.
Yeah, bygone nice.
Huh?
I say bygone nice.
Yeah, he used to make fried bygone. You ever had that?
How you mean? How you mean? I eat a plate of fried bygone and cricks just so.
Cricks?
Yeah, a plate of, you mean a vital supply? I thought they said they could eat that with anything.
Cricks with any and everything.
Yeah, good bygone choker, fried bygone.
You know about cricks?
And cricks. What? The vital supply?
Cricks is vital supply.
What?
What about sweet biscuit in school for recess? Or breakfast?
Yeah, but and the skin milk. And the skin milk.
That used to be real good. Oh God, man.
You know what time we break up the biscuit room?
Yeah, boy.
We hide it all under the desk. They lock it up the school that we inside it.
I remember that, boy. I used to go to Calvary and they used to have a biscuit room in the side there. Man, I used to kind of hang out there to see when they close the door, and if they didn't lock it, boy, I'm going in there and steal biscuit, boy.
Just remind the people that have access code, Professor Wall Street.
Call it, trying to get on the program. Okay. Hold on. Yeah.
And the access code in effect.
Yeah, we had to tell them. Norfolk, Virginia, go ahead. We have an access code, but we go late pass. Go ahead. How are you going, brother?
Hey, it's been some time, gentlemen. Good evening to you all, and good evening to your guest.
Good evening. Where are you calling us from?
Good evening to you.
Norfolk, Virginia. Go Navy, right?
Go Navy. How is the weather down there, man?
Yeah, at this time of the year, it's in the air, as any, fall period will be.
So what is like 50-something degrees?
That's like what?
50-something degrees?
Nah. They're like, mid-60s.
Oh, all right.
Right, so you guys would. Hey, no, I'm just trying to be facetious here before you start talking about real topics.
Okay.
Uncle Tommy, Uncle Tommy has been giving kudos to the gentleman who you being hard on Uncle Tommy and tell him the man only once a year. You should consider that guy Santa Claus. That's why Santa Claus have no children. Why?
Oh, he come once a year. Right? He come once a year.
I like that one. I like that one.
Have the Christmas spirit as it is now, man. I mean, you know, it's around the corner, you know. I mean, still, you know, give the gentleman could say he was once number one. Okay, so give Jack his jacket and Jim his gym boots, as the late great George Mbala Joseph used to say.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I am locked on and listening as I get towards my next destination, and you know,
Thank you.
As I said, it's been some time, and you know what? You got to learn to laugh,
Correct as well.
Because
Yeah.
as Trinbagonians, it have too much serious nonsense going on right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, even though ideologically with a lot of people, and maybe your good selves too, we may not agree ideologically, doesn't mean we have to hate each other.
Correct.
Doesn't mean, right?
Yeah.
And we could have our differences, but at least we can still respect each other.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, I'm not seeing nothing trade out. Okay? So, not even here, as a matter of fact.
Correct.
So anyway, hey guys.
Thank you, Norfolk. Yeah, man. Take
it easy.
Thank you, and have a great day.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being locked on and listening, man. Norfolk, Virginia, boy. Yeah, boy.
Good night to you, Virginia. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Correct is
The
right.
WZYE is live.
Yep. Bennett Thomas says, let me take this one. Beulah, welcome.
Hey, good night, guys.
How are you, Beulah?
I'm fine. I just got to tell Uncle Tommy, COP, and Mr. Wall Street, I'm Saddam Hussein. I'm watching budget now.
Yeah.
You know when Saddam Hussein turn come, not one of them asked him a question.
Really?
Not one.
No questions?
Yes, that's amazing. Because Saddam Hussein said after they know the answers they would have gotten.
Correct is right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And yesterday it was really good too. But that Gastro Dolly over Sinead,
Gastro Dolly.
they like to bully. They just like to bully people, boy. The way how they accent. And where they going to get the money from? And how much people they hiring? Because they know they call them in, but come over the air on the podium and said, there is no money. So now they're fidgety now. They want to know where they're getting the money, and they're asking them figures. They're asking them for cents and pennies and everything like that. Where they're getting it from? How much in here this will be asked? They will be spending on this. And oh my God, everything they're asking them. And I know what they're doing there, you know. COP and Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing there? What they're doing there? They're showing that's manipulating the system. They're showing the public out there that, hey, they're getting so much money allocated to every avenue. And, you know, they don't know what they're going to do with the money. And they're calling the figure, millions and things like that. And, you know, what they're doing is trying to play and mess with the people's head and trying to beg for the people then to think that they're getting so much money and they not see where the money is being spent, how it is being spent, and so forth, right? And so that the people now would say, you see, they blame the PNM, thief the money, PNM thief the money. Look at them, they can't answer or give a call for what they're going to do with the money, right? That is what they're doing, they're manipulating the system. That is why they're bullying all of them except Saddam Hussein, boy. I was like shocked. I really laughed just all day, and when they asked Alexander, they so bullying Alexander. And Mr. Alexander is telling them, no, I'm not going to answer the question. I'm not going to answer the question. And Cole Potman, you know, pointing at him. He said, put down your finger. Don't point your fingers at me. Put down your finger. I like how Alexander, he not all that experience in Parliament. He now started. Right? But what they're doing there again too, they wanted to release all the secrets. You know when you're in police and secret, you're dealing with the vehicles and this and that and the other, and security and things like that. You cannot reveal much things to the public, right? But the way how they doing it, boy, oh God, I could read between lines. Sometimes I busted a cuss for myself. Sometimes I just sit down and I say, oh my God, look at this PNM might what they do for in 10 years. They want to know everything what the UNC going to do and how they're doing it and where they're doing it and how they getting the money and how money spent here, right? And another thing I realized, according to what Jolene John just said, like they don't like to hire people because they always keep asking that question about hiring and how much you're hiring and how much money will be spent to pay them. Oh my God, there's so much work, but they're going interested in it better than a soup. All right, I'll call back.
Thank you.
Yeah. She not lying. Because I looked at the Parliament channel today. I say it's disgusting. At one point, it looked like child's play.
Yeah.
And the kind of question they're asking, especially in the Ministry of Works, Uncle Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Especially in the Ministry, Digo Martin, all them PNM areas and them asking and them highlighting all the roads and bridges and them need to be fixed. Them spend 10 years. 10 years and they do nothing. A budget no pass. And you're manning all of them asking what this road and this bridge. Why don't fix none of them?
And everybody know that they're underfunded. Or they wouldn't tell them that they wouldn't be able to do what they said to do because they're underfunded.
What them doing there? By them kind of question. Them exposing the mismanagement under the administration.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing.
Let me take this call. Let me take this call. We have to take this call. Only one believe who this is. Tabakit, welcome to WZYE 95.9 FM. How are you doing, Tabakit? It is in the village.
To be alive. Happy to be alive. Let me do the protocol thing first.
Okay.
Let me say good evening to the host, Professor Wall Street. And to the co-host, Mr. Tommy, there with you, and to my dear good friend and brother, COP. Yeah, this is Mr. Tabakit, and I'm happy to be in the village this afternoon.
Mr. Tabakit, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can. Of course you can.
I know you was listening to the program all the time. We call your name plenty time. And you just ignore me. Why you doing that?
Well, look, today I will say and I'll talk like the old people. And I'll talk in the vernacular.
Okay.
Today is a brand new day, and what would have passed is in the history. So let's move forward and see how best we can add to develop Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah? So with that, let me add my 2 cents. Now, what is happening with the Standing Finance Committee, where they reading the line item and so on and tweeting the budget? I think what is happening, what the PNM is doing, they're using a low blow strategy to deflect and to cause mayhem and bacchanal in the Standing Finance Committee there. I think they're trying to frustrate the process. I think they have been very disingenuous. And in all things, I think if we look back at the last 10 years, they're trying to deflect, to hide themselves into the quagmire and the mess that they had the country in for the last 10 years. So it's a deliberate attempt by the PNM and its 12 marabuntas there. It's a clear cut. Who can't see it? I make it out already. Yeah, they're trying to save face because they know what they would have done to the country, the population, in regards to the various ministries. They had this place in a mess for the last 10 years. So the whole thing with what's happening with the opposition there, it's a strategy, it's a careful, calculated strategy that they have to go there to frustrate the process. Nothing more, nothing. That is what they're doing there. And I ask people, do not fall for it. Do not be distracted. Look at the good things which have been delivered in the budget in terms of goods and services, in terms of the agriculture sector, in terms of the energy sector, yeah, in terms of the education sector, all what they would have put there. There is a massive drive right now to get people back on the job and all this kind of thing. So I ask people, look, do not be distracted. Do not allow the opposition and the PNM to take away from you. I am asking people, as you dissect the Standing Finance Committee and the budget, look at the good things, and that is what I expect people will promote, because it's going to take a lot of energy and to go there. And every time you talk about the PNM and the opposition and what they is doing, that is what they want. They're looking for prominence. So as I take my leave and continue to listen, my opinion and my perspective, I ask people, look, get to the various ministry. If we're talking education, find out what they have there, how we would promote education. If we look, for instance, at the energy sector, how they're going to revamp Petrotrin, how that will help to put people back on the job. Look at the agriculture, the Ministry of Agriculture, how it will help people rather than only going on the hills. And don't fall for the opposition and the trickery and to deflect and to distract. And I see it. All I see what the opposition is doing is distraction. So I am asking people, look at the good. The budget have a lot of positive area. Let's look at the positive area, bring it to the program. The village with you, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and COP. There is a lot of good things in the budget. And I pray that when people call the program, they will do their homework and they will say, this is what the Ministry of Education going to do in terms to promote education, think tank, skills bank. If you know what I mean, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and my good friend COP, let's do that to promote the government. Tabakit out and off. I thank you for giving me voice this evening in the village. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tabakit. Thank you for calling in.
Tabas, boy. Tabas. Folks, with that in mind, I want you all to listen to, this was a media release by the leader of government. And what the release says, PNM government condemns desperate and disruptive tactics in parliament. Because that's what's going on here. That's what's going on in the parliament.
Yep.
Disruptive tactics by the PNM. But you see, Tommy and COP, times are different. I think maybe between 2010 and 2015, or they would have been able to, the PNM. All right. Let me take this call. KFC, welcome. KFC.
Hello, good night. Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy, and COP.
Good night, good night.
Good night, good night,
KFC. KFC.
Standing for me, particularly the Kamala Sarkos Asa. Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy?
Yeah.
Hey, Tabas,
Tabas, boy. You bring out Tabas, boy. You bring him out, you call him. You smoke him out. You smoke him out with a cock set, boy. KFC. Cock set, boy. A cock set.
I know you're still for another 2 years, but I know you will come back to the camp.
Yeah.
You will continue calling and give your contribution.
Correct.
Because without the time, we tell me here, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because it's return now, so we have to defend the government any means necessary.
Correct is right.
Because before the state how they carry on their lives and then propaganda. So tabakit calling often.
Yeah, man.
I love to understand. Bless.
Bless. Yeah. Tabakit, boy.
And Tabaki take 10 out of 10. WZYE have room for you here.
Yeah, Tabaki gets smoke out with a cock set. You know what a cock set is, right?
And come out fiery too.
Come out fiery, boy. He like, who's that merchant? I come in fiery. So folks, listen to this. This was a media release where the government condemns PNM desperate and disruptive tactics in Parliament. Take a listen to this.
Honorable Barry Shiva Padarath, MP, member for Kuva South. October 22nd, 2025 media release. Government condemns PNM's desperate and disruptive tactics in Parliament. The government strongly condemns the disgraceful behavior of the People's National Movement, PNM, opposition, whose conduct in the Standing Finance Committee, SFC, once again exposed their desperation, disorder, and disconnection from the people of Trinidad and Tobago. After collapsing the national budget debate on October 17, 2025, in an act of political cowardice and irresponsibility, the PNM is now attempting to save face by resorting to obstruction and filibustering during the SFC proceedings. On Tuesday, October 21st, the United National Congress, UNC, led government successfully counter repeated and frivolous attempts by the opposition to delay and derail the critical work of scrutinizing the nation's expenditure. For nearly 5 hours, Minister of the People and Social Development, Vandana Mohit faced repetitive and irrelevant questions from opposition MPs. The same disruptive behavior was directed toward Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, and Minister of Education, Dr. Michael Dowlath, all of whom responded with professionalism, focus, and integrity. In a laughable attempt at self-congratulation, the PNM issued a statement boasting that their 13 strong representatives took the government to task. This glaring mathematical blunder perfectly captures the opposition's incompetence and inability to count, since they currently have only 12 sitting members of parliament, due to absenteeism among their own ranks. The PNM's tactics of filibustering, repetition, bullying, and shouting across the floor will not deter this government from carrying out its mandate to deliver for the people. The hypocrisy of the PNM is staggering. After a decade of failing to account to the people for their own mismanagement, wastage, and corruption, they now masquerade as defenders of the public purse, the same purse they pilfered and plundered while in office. The UNC-led government remains resolute and undeterred. No amount of political theatrics or manufactured outrage from the opposition will distract from our duty to govern effectively, transparently, and in the best interest of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
So there you have it. That was a media release from the Honorable Barry Padarath talking about the government, the PNM's desperate and disruptive tactics in the parliament. But you know something though, folks? We shouldn't really expect anything different from the PNM, you know? Really and truly. We shouldn't expect anything different. Yeah, because they have to do what they have to do, and what we have to do as people who are supporting the government is continue to bring the facts, the whole facts, and nothing but the facts, right? But anyway, I want to give you guys this, right? Let me get this here. Hold on. Let's get this. All right. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So you all know about the misinformation regarding the 10%, right? Tommy, hold on.
Mr. Brooklyn, stand by until after the breaking news. Stand by until after the breaking news.
Yeah, so here's the breaking news. Minister of Finance Devanjanath Tanku has strongly rejected what he described as a misleading interpretation of his comments on the public sector wage negotiation. His statement comes following a recent newspaper headline that suggested there were no funds allocated for public servants' payment. Via a media release, the Finance Ministry stated that at no time did the minister state that funds were unavailable for the settlement of wages to public officers during the Standing Finance Committee meeting on Tuesday. The ministry pointed out that government cannot include unconfirmed figures in the budget for negotiations that have not yet started. He assured that once settlements are reached, the government has well-established mechanisms to provide additional funds to Parliament, as has been done by previous administrations. So I'm glad that that was rectified because, of course, the PNM and the propagandists are saying otherwise. Go ahead, Tommy.
Mr. Brooklyn hung up. He'll call back.
Okay, yeah. So I'm glad that that information was put out because, of course, you know, the PNM propagandists, and I heard Kareem Marcel was talking about, he asked the questions, and when they answered the question, all of a sudden, the PNM shift the goalpost to start making statements that no money was allocated for something that haven't been negotiated as yet, right? So you want to allocate something that there has been no negotiation done, right? Suppose it go from 10 to 11%, right? And you allocate 10%. You have to go back and look for more money, as an example. So what the government have done is the right thing. And you know, it's interesting, everybody. You know, all the promises, let me don't say all. A lot of promises have been made and been fulfilled. You know, they don't want to talk about those promises that has been fulfilled. You know,
they said that the government, that is the work of the government. They said that is the work of the government. And them know what them doing.
No, they know.
In both of them is some of the most experienced politicians. And yet still them come with sarcastic behavior with a new government. Professor Walshit, if them was saying these things 3 years, and the UNC government in power 3 years now, and they being sarcastic, I'll say, all right, that real politics they engaging themselves in. But if our government is now coming in power and them asking them kind of question and asking where you get the money from and where you get the money from, it's ridiculous. It's because them know they leave no money there.
You correct?
Take the call.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, Mr. Washington, now it's time to go hard at them. Them evil, wicked, parent burn them. But Mr. Washington, I take the thing with the parliament, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I listen all the PNM ministers and them. Them crying on for thing in them community, you know.
Yeah.
And them was there for the last 9 years, They not running water in the community. They have bad roads. They cutting funding for garbage collection. But this government now coming into poverty. But Mr. Washington, when Short Young, the guy anointed from relatively prime minister, I pass by community up there, by the back of that self-help thing, and they are sitting homeless be up there. They give it all food and clothes and things. And then see garbage up there. All on Duncan Street, Nelson Street, all over that spill as a garbage. And that put that spill, that PNM Corporation. And them was there for the last 9 years.
Correct.
So then the call for I tell Porter Spain and the Stretch Corridor there, all the wait. Because they never wanted that change. When Lennox people carried it, all never go out and vote for that, or they can vote back for Chucky Face, even man Scotland.
Yep.
So we go see what all, but all that will take all the time. We see him at point 14. And Labre, then make a change. Then no development in the community, so they'll get development.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's for the wait a little while. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Go back, Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, so folks, we're going to go for the break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. We have more news for you when you come back. And also we have an editorial as well. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. Tommy, your phone still kind of, your thing still kind of echo coming from it.
Okay, let me.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
No more red, no more red, no more red, no more red, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red, 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 no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live, please.
Okay, let me read this.
Part of the program.
Right, let me read the statement by the Honorable Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Visesa on the appointment of Chief Justice Ronnie Boodoo Singh. The government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago extends its congratulations to the Honorable Chief Justice Ronnie Boodoo Singh on his appointment as Chief Justice. Chief Justice Boodoo Singh brings to this esteemed office an illustrious legal career spanning more than 3 decades, defined by excellence, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to the rule of law. Having served with distinction as a Justice of Appeal for the past 5 years, he has earned the respect of the legal fraternity and the wider national community for his sound judgment, fairness, and dedication to justice. On behalf of the government and the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I extend warm congratulations to Chief Justice Boodoo Singh on his appointment and best wishes for continued success as he assumes this vital role in service to our nation. As Prime Minister, I reaffirm my government commitment to working in partnership with the judiciary in the shared pursuit of upholding justice, strengthening integrity, and deepening public trust in our democratic institution. The government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago once again extends our deepest gratitude and congratulations to the outgoing Chief Justice Ivor Archie on a truly remarkable career. We wish him every success and fulfillment in his future endeavors. That was the press release by the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. But I want to address something before we get to the PNM and all these CPEP contracts they're getting. Millions and millions of CPEP contracts. Millions. And coming up with all kind of excuse. Right? So, Penny Wheatbeckers, right? Talking about Wade Mark should wait. He shouldn't appoint anybody as the Chief Justice and wait until the President Kangaloo comes back, right? But you see, Penny and them just have selective memory, you know. They just have selective memory because as you guys can see on the screen, let me get this. Hold on. Just a minute. Okay, here we go. I just want to make sure I read this correctly. Okay, here it is. The Honorable Satnarayan Sharma retired on January 23, 2008. Listen to this. Ivor Archie was sworn in as CJ on January 24, 2008. In less than 24 hours or less. Right? What is all this nonsense talk about Penny, about this being rushed? It appears that Penny has selective memory, right? Because Penny is complaining about the rush process to appoint new CJ. So think about that. You see, they have selective memory, right? So they didn't remember that, or at least she didn't remember that. That's why most people are saying Penny is weak. Weak. Very weak. Yeah? So what's the big deal? We have an acting president, and the acting president decide, based on the law, to appoint a chief justice.
And to do his job. He's doing his job. Why they wouldn't want the acting president to do his job? So we must have an acting president in office. And if the real president not in the country 3-4 days, the president just wanted to sit down to act as president. So what all the other documents and them? He not signing off or nothing.
No.
He just had to wait until Christine Kangaloo to come back over here.
Correct.
And that the kind of representation Penny and them want in the president office. We say no. We
have to realize that the opposition is just our opposition of distraction and
yeah.
Well, yeah. But be fair to the citizen, huh?
Let me take this call. Tabakit, welcome.
Good evening again. Let me weigh in quickly on the editorial. Now, you with me there, Professor, and to the two co-hosts?
Yes.
With me, you hear me?
Get out that time.
Right. Let me say this. I think it's how to say it, much of nothing and the same. Let me tell you what happened there. Look, standard protocol demands that the president went on vacation. You have an acting president. There is a vacancy came up with the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice would have resigned, and based upon best practice, what would have happened here? It would have been the chain of command, the acting president, via by the Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Prasad, the successor. They would have followed the Constitution, the letter of the law. So what is happening there, I'll tell you. Penny looking for relevancy. Penny right now is one of the weakest opposition leader this country would have ever seen within its history. So she is looking to see how she could win the support and the heart and minds of the people. Look, a fly on the wall in Balije House, and Tong is saying they realize they made a mistake by putting her. She is weak and impotent.
Ooh.
And as a result of that, anything she could hop on to get relevancy. But away and apart from that, I do not want to give any airplay to her. I am saying what would have happened here with the acting president, a void came up, avenue came up where, based upon the Constitution of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Chief Justice would have resigned, stepped down, and based upon the Constitution, the president is not here. The person who is here, based upon the Constitution, the acting president. So the acting president, Senator Wayne Ma, who is the president of the Senate, and via communication from the Prime Minister in consultation with the opposition, which they would have briefed her. So what would have happened there? That is a creature of the Constitution. The Attorney General with together, the three officers, let's look at it, is the Prime Minister, the Chief Justice, the Prime Minister,
Attorney General.
the Attorney General, and the Chief Justice. And they could have not allowed that to languish. So immediately they had to do that. So the chain of command, best practice, and proper protocol and diplomacy, they had immediately to put the new Chief Justice. So what the opposition leader is doing there is nothing and the same, but it was done in collaboration with the office of the Prime Minister, the opposition, and together with the Attorney General. So to Professor Wall Street and to Uncle Tommy and the co-host COP, everything was done above board and within the law.
Thank you. But you see, it have people like Gordon, George, and Joseph, right? Listen to his comment. Right? I feel we got to change the name from dry gin to wet gin. You know? Yeah? Because it don't seem like it's that much. Go ahead, take the call.
Call you live. Listen to your phone, not call you live.
Yeah, Uncle Tom.
Yes, caller.
You hear me?
Yeah, caller.
Yeah, I am trying to figure out something. Why it is that we are educated African people to be so foolish in society after all the level of slavery and things we go through? Are the African PNMI people not learning nothing? They're not understanding nothing? What is the purpose, Professor Wallo Uncle Tom, that is they getting degree and they pursuing better with it? Why is the PNMI people trying to be so evil and wicked to this country? And it all based on education. If you had to be educated to be so evil, it don't make sense, you know. Look, I watch something, fellas. Tell me if this is reality. How Delcy Rodriguez, this woman, could threaten the economy when them people come in here and we helping and them to for a living, and there's about 100,000 of them here. But she is threatening the economy to fall because of the gas, the thing. So if we ain't get a gas deal, so we go suffer. How she could threaten the economy when we helping 100,000 how much of them? What is wrong with the PNMites, African people especially, that continuous with this foolishness? Why are they being educated to be so foolish? Penny beggars and they had their chance. They be bamboozled and fooled by Rowley and Stuart Wrong and whoever. But if you notice something, what they want to destroy the country. To rule, they want to rule a destroyed country. Fellas, I don't know, but how I watch it. Something is wrong with educating foolish people, you know. Have a good night, fellas.
Thank you.
Good night.
So, folks, I want you all to listen. This is let me play this voice note.
I have some too.
Listen, Gordon Dryden saying, "That's no point, sir. Was any president of the country and did the opposition get any time to vet? Any time to vet? You know, if Dotishology had a name, it would have named Gordon Joseph.
She getting plenty time to vet now. She getting plenty time.
But listen to this. According to Uncle, Wall Street, how long people know that the CJ was going to resign? What nonsense Penny talking about? She don't know. It's the same thing with Gordon Dryden Joseph. It's like they know for a fact that the man was going to resign. But you see, Gordon and them don't know that. They don't know that. They don't know that. But let me play two voice notes here. Hold on a minute. Let me play two voice notes.
I have two voice notes also.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go with this one first. Miss Santa Cruz. Here we go.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, COP, and to everybody out there. We standing by Mrs. Prasad Bisasa.
Correct.
And COP, try to don't make the tagline too long that we will forget what this we have to say.
Good night to you, Miss Santa Cruz.
You know, it's amazing for people who just left office, maybe 172 days ago. The questions that they are asking the present government and the Standing Finance Committee, it really makes you wonder what were they doing all the time. Well, we know what they were doing all the time. They were doing nothing, absolutely nothing. I don't come to question this government. But the two who takes the cake, in my opinion, is Gatsby Dolly coming to question the tertiary education, man, as though she didn't know how many vacancies there were in her ministry. She didn't know that, right? She didn't know because the schools in her area needed repairing. I don't know what it is she was doing. I think she's suffering from red couch syndrome, right? I have to take my time and say. I think so. Because if it's not a banker, it's red couch syndrome. And the next one is George. You're going to play him bullying the man. You see, typical bully, poor Imran Khan. That's what he did, the boy. In school. And he come again with it now in Parliament. Because the man said that they left it so. Right? That was offended. Now we going after Wayne Sturge to ask him how many Damon vessels in good working condition. These people have no shame, you know. They park up all the vessels there. They refuse to buy fuel for the vessels. Never had it working. When we were going through the coup, they said some man from away come to see it, and one old Nancy story Stuart Young spin. Now you come into question Wayne Sturge. Wayne Sturge said, I can't tell you. He said, why you can't tell me? But it's pretty obvious. I mean, if he exposes it, everybody will know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, simple English. I don't know what is wrong with these people, you know, but they're just making fools of themselves. That's all they are doing. And have everybody laughing at them, have everybody wondering what were they doing for 9.728 years or 3,540 days.
Correct.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, correct. Next one. Hold on. Our next one.
Good night again, Wall Street. Uncle Tommy, Hugh, and everybody out there. We supported Prime Minister Mrs. Masadi Sassam. You know, it's amazing. The Law Association was very quiet all the time. Suddenly now they're questioning the appointment of Justice Kudus. You see? All the wrong things that was going on under the PNM was they didn't question when acting President Christine Dangron fired Jawala Rambaran. They didn't question it, neither Penny, because I forget Penny was sleeping. Right? She like Rip Van Winkle.
Oh God.
She now get up. All of them now get up. But questioning the appointment. I tell you, we have a lot of mocking pretenders in this place, you know. Real mocking pretenders. We need a good exhausters in this country. Thanks a lot.
And you know, it's interesting, it's not only that, but the fourth estate too. It seems like if the fourth estate is a PNM estate.
Of course, no question.
Every single day, right, in the news media, it's something about the PNM. The PNM, they're writing an article about the government, but in the middle, there's something about the PNM, and in the end, there's something about the PNM. Oh boy, it's a good thing they have people like us here, you know, in order to call them out. Call them out. Tommy, go ahead, play the two voice, no Jigga.
Yeah, let's listen to what these jokers are saying.
Yeah.
Go this morning to you and to yours, trust that things are going better than good. That was a nice editorial that I listened to there. Facts, not fiction, not opinion. It would be nice to see or to hear your response to it. Yeah? Have I got the reality?
Tell me what you're talking about.
I don't know. Heaven knows.
What? Comment on Mrs. statements that you're running Trinidad off a cliff.
We're going uphill. I have no comments. I have no official communication from Ms. Madam Jersey or from the Venezuelan government. And I will not comment on something that I have no official communication about. I said yes, and they said I will not engage in a tit for tat. I will do the best I can. I have selected by the electorate. We are all doing the best we can to uplift Trinidad and Tobago, and I'll continue. So no tit for tat on this matter.
Yeah, we saw international reports that 5,000 Russian missiles have landed in Venezuela. People are just increasingly worried about a pending war. Any kind of reassurance to the public who may feel that that may come?
I think it's some of this are just fear mongering. hysteria, fear mongering. I assure you to be calm. If and when we know more, we will let you know. We'll keep you informed of what is happening. I have no information of a war. I have no information of missiles landing in Venezuela. Again, we're speculating and driving this. I'm just determined with fear mongering and hysteria. Please be calm. My name is Kaka. Be calm. Thank you.
I hear
That
that.
was a recording of the Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bissessa. You got any more,
Yep.
Tommy?
I don't see anything else right now.
Okay, so folks, on a serious issue, we have the PNM sharing out taxpayers' money to their people.
Like their
Right?
mother and father give them that.
Right, like them own that, and it's not 100,000 or 200,000. It's in the millions. And you know what make it even worse is that them who gain the money trying to deny that they received the money. Oh well, I wasn't a director of the company when I was an MP or when I was an alderman. But your mother was always at PNM. And let me tell you this, I know for a fact that them had contracts a while ago. So when I hear him trying to lie and say, well, he only became a director lately. But anyway, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. And then we have our next one who was a mayor, and he was dipping his hand in the cookie jar too as well. Yeah?
Marcel dismisses conflict of interest claims over CPEP contracts. Laventille West MP Kareem Marcel has firmly denied allegations of a conflict of interest regarding contracts awarded to a company linked to him and two relatives, describing the matter as nothing more than a politically motivated distraction. Over the weekend, Guardian Media reported that Abite Construction, a company reportedly owned by Marcel and members of his family, received close to $2 million in CPEP-linked contracts between 2021 and 2025, including more than $700,000 between 2024 and 2025 alone. Marcel, who previously served as an alderman at the Port of Spain City Corporation before winning the Laventille West parliamentary seat in the April 2025 general election, dismissed claims that his political career influenced the awards. Speaking outside Parliament yesterday, Marcel clarified, "I became a member of Parliament on April 28th and an alderman last February. That company was awarded a contract around 2017 or 2018, long before I..."
Only here, that poor excuse.
Yep.
Poor excuse. You want that guy to defend you in court with such a poor excuse? What a poor excuse. Eh? Or COP, you told me his mother, right?
Of course. Sure, man.
Okay.
She said his mother said in an interview that she had one pants under the PNM, and she had PNM supporter. She had one pants, and she had to wash that pants every day and wait until it dry to go and do talk show program supporting the PNM.
What year was that, COP? What year was that?
What
year she said that was?
While she was growing up, Kareem and them was small. She was speaking about how she was struggling. She was speaking about how she was struggling. While Kareem and them was small, and she was on Power 1 and 2 speaking on behalf of the PNM. But she could not speak on behalf of she to get 5 pounds.
Laventille West MP Kareem Marcel is firmly denying any conflict of interest.
All right. No, somebody just sent my voice note there. I just wanted to check it. Yeah, but let me continue to listen.
Well, shit, that's now. You remember when Keith Rowley won general election, he said none of his ministers going to have CPEP contract, food card to be given out. None of those ministers and then when they have them councillors and then when they have them thing. But every one of those councillors and ministers and all the men and them had CPEP contractor. Conflict of interest.
And this is only one, and we have a next one too. Let's continue to listen to this.
Ever entered politics or public life. He also emphasized that his involvement in Abite construction was limited. I was not originally part of the company and would have served only for a brief period, Marcel stated, calling the controversy 100% a distraction by the UNC. When told that the revelation stemmed from a Freedom of Information, FOI.
You hear that? He blaming the UNC, right? And it was a FOI that someone put in, and they get all the information. Yeah? But you want to pass the blame. You get exposed, man. You just get exposed. I wonder if you get understand any part of that money, that 2.7 million you collect. I wonder. I wonder.
And Anderson is defending them. Anderson defending them for free then.
But yeah, Anderson like he defending them for free. I just asking him because I don't know.
I believe Anderson get something, man.
You feel he get something?
He nephew win treat the uncle so bad.
Yeah, no, I don't feel Anderson get nothing.
I feel Anderson get something, man.
All right. Tell me what you think.
I think.
You stayed out at that. Uncle Tommy, like it
I don't know for sure.
Listen.
First to begin, unethical behavior seems to be the order of the day.
That yeah. And what is this? They say about what? No honor among thieves. What is that? Tell me, what is that saying? You should know that. Something
Not
along
sure.
the line. Anyway, let me continue to listen. And there's more after this, folks.
Right? And Penny defending them, Penny. And them defending them thing, misconduct in public office and defending them thing. But you realize there are no consultation again and stand your ground?
That going
because the finances of them, after she speak, the finances of them pull out.
Correct is right.
Let them deny that, man.
Yeah.
Let me name three other finances that pull out.
Yeah, let me continue to listen.
Request rather than the opposition, Marcel doubled down, saying the focus was misplaced. If the media chooses to focus on who got contracts, that's one aspect. But the real issue is that over 10,000 CPEP workers have lost their jobs and are struggling to meet basic needs, he said. Responding to suggestions that his PNM affiliation might have influenced the company's success, Marcel pointed again to the timeline. That's why I went back to 2017. I was a student at UWI then, holding no position in the PNM, senior or junior. Trying to link the two just doesn't make sense. Marcel also acknowledged that his mother, a known PNM supporter and former alderman at the San Juan/Laventille Regional Corporation, had served in public office, but insisted there was no connection between her service and Abite Construction's business.
You lie! You know it's interesting, boy? My mother-in-law told me 36 years ago before I got married, a liar has no memory. Yeah? Right? Because I know for a fact, I can talk about this, because this come out of the horse's mouth to me. I know this for a fact. It come out of the horse's mouth to me. Right? But me ain't go call no names. The people know who they are, and we had discussions about a contract up in Laventille. Yeah? Laventille. Yeah, a contract up in Laventille. I say no more. Let's continue to listen.
Stealings. The Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program, CPEP, has long faced questions about transparency. Between 2009 and 2023, it received over $6.5 billion in allocations, providing jobs for thousands of low-income citizens. However, investigations have revealed that weak oversight allowed several companies, often with political connections, to earn management fees ranging from $20,000 to $50,000 per month, fueling allegations of nepotism, favoritism, and kickbacks under successive governments. The 2024 Auditor General's report added to those concerns, noting that $499.2 million was allocated to CPEP without proper documentation. Documents to support 3 payments totaling $55.6 million to the CPEP Company Limited were not provided for audit, the report stated. Marcel insists the accusations against him are part of a political narrative meant to distract the population from the pressing issue of mass unemployment and the economic hardship faced by ordinary citizens.
Yeah, but Marcel, he not facing that. He was never facing that. They must gain already lyrics that, yeah, he's a little poor boy from Beatum. He was a poor millionaire from Beatum. Yeah, you could have a poor millionaire. Yeah? He was a poor millionaire from Beatum. Yeah, a poor millionaire. Talking about people. Them fellas and them is such hypocrites. Yeah? But there is more, you know. There is more. There is more. I want to go to this other one here. Listen to this other one. Or they think it's joke. Listen to this other one. Listen to this other one. Hold on. Let's go to this other one here. Let's go to this other one. Or they think it's easy. They feeding at the trough of taxpayers' money. Yeah? The feeding, they're happy. It's a feeding frenzy for PNM friends and family under the PNM. Yeah?
And they're comfortable with that. And they're comfortable with that.
Correct.
Professor Wall
They're comfortable having 26% of black people living below the poverty line.
They're working hard. They're working hard every day to become a millionaire. You know? Misconduct in public office. They create and becoming a millionaire based on misconduct in public office.
Yeah, and
expect the population to take that and stay quiet.
Correct.
You must expose them, Professor Wall Street.
Expose them. And don't forget, lazy boo for penny. Lazy boo for penny. All you think that is, listen to this other one. Listen to this other one. I tell them, you see the PNM? They're deceitful, they're disingenuous, they're immoral, they're vile, they're malicious, they're nefarious, they're devious, unscrupulous, iniquitous, they're sturdily conniving and vindictive. Listen to this other one. Listen to this other one. Listen to this. Listen to this, folks. Listen to this.
Mayor's company collected $2 million in CPEP contracts.
Mayor's company collect $2 million in CPEP contract. 2 million. 2 million. Yeah? 2 million.
Investigation reveals political links, missing audits, and conflict of interest concerns. A Guardian media investigation has uncovered that Links Limited, a company owned by Point Fortin Mayor Clyde James and his relatives, collected over $2 million in community-based environmental protection and enhanced.
I thought, COP, Tommy,
yeah,
I thought CPEP was some people in the lower class. Help me here. I thought CPEP was for people in the lower class.
You see why the poor black men and them who have CPEP contract try to put the government in court for them same contract on them, because
Correct.
what you have in the contract on them and who encourage Eastman Construction to go to court.
Yep.
What you encourage Eastman Construction to go to court? Because we was hearing about these big Sawatis and them that make millions.
Millions.
We was hearing about the poor black man who workers going home. We was hearing about them. They was hiding up the misconduct in public office and pushing out the young black man who owns Eastman Construction and making he go publicly. But why Links didn't go put CPEP in court? Why Kareem didn't put CPEP in court? Why them didn't do that? Why they choose the poor black man that don't have $100,000?
Yeah.
The poor black man that make $200,000.
Yep.
And they had to go through freedom of information to find out who is the millionaires in them, who make the millions of a CPEP contract.
Yep. And
the poor black man was getting $20,000 a month for the company, and the rich PNM and them was getting 50,000.
Yeah.
Carajo.
Yeah, and listen to this, they always talk about, hey, they send home 10,000 people, yeah, and it's black people who they send home, and all this, it's poor people they send home. Just between the mayor and Kareem and his family, right? That's over $5 million. Close to $5 million, just between two of them. Just imagine how much thing that could have do in
That is
Laventille,
three
Tower.
renovation of a school. Three schools could renovate for that. With that.
Piccadilly School could have get renovated. St. Philip School could have get renovated. Look at that, right? And he was a mayor, and there is no misconduct in public office. He was a mayor. A mayor.
Mayor.
Right? And all under the PNM, the evil, wicked PNM. The wicked, holy calls. Let's finish this video. Holy calls.
Penny must answer. Penny must answer to the population if this right or wrong, or if it have misconduct in public office over there. Penny must answer. And it must have ways for we to get in contact with Penny for them to answer these questions to them. How could you make the millionaire more millionaires and make the poor man suffer? How could you do something like that?
Hey, don't forget, former Prime Minister Rowley said he had no problem making the rich richer so they could create opportunities for the poor. Why do you think in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, the most amount of people living below the poverty line, most amount of black people living below the poverty line was under the PNM? Under the PNM, never before we had 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line. Never before. Let's take this call. Mr. Point 14, welcome.
One shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, something like to you, Uncle Tommy and CUP. I just want to make it quick.
Yeah, man.
But that may have point. Let me tell you the way you go also.
Yeah.
You see why there's one okay, Mike have to do inspection, transport, you own that way.
You
own that too.
Ooh. You own that?
Yeah.
You think it's easy? Yeah, man. Well, you see? Right? More coming out. It's the rich. And the PNM mantra is to make the poor black disadvantaged people poorer and to make the rich richer. Yeah? Why do you think most of the PNM constituencies who have never forsaken them is the most dilapidated in Trinidad and Tobago? Why do you think that? The constituencies that have never forsaken the PNM, never, they have never voted for another party, only the PNM.
Do have a good school. It do have a good school. It do have a community center. It do have sporting facilities. It have nothing in these areas and them. What's who making the money?
Let me take this call. KFC, go ahead.
The night Mr. Washi, honestly, idea money from that 2 point something million there. Remember that UNC in the family, you know, they treat me like a black sheep. So like I cousin PNM. And when they get all that contract and all that money, not as free, but we can have to serious business. You see what's going on, Mr. Washi?
Yeah.
You see who benefited?
Correct.
And who credit for the poor, using the poor that sleep go to the front?
Yep. Yep.
Thereby, we community in our state.
In our condition. Yep. Yep.
Piccadilly School, St. Philip School, that building the Simon there.
Yeah.
That building down for donkey years. They trying to go there, go to the center, do the homework and all them kind of thing.
Yep.
No development in the community.
Yeah.
So then that's using the poor black African man to go out and vote for them benefit.
Yeah, KFC.
And using them. And Professor to Mr. Washit, they give me their work, give me a fortnight. And a fortnight for them too, you know.
You think it's easy? Yeah.
Don't get up with it.
Mm.
When I start watching it, I went down by the head office down around well down there. And for my young member sister,
Mm.
I know she shared about, I want to like share about 15 European gang,
Mm.
3 CPEP gang.
Mm.
So they take back all them people change the government.
Mm.
You know, she right now down there now, like a normal man like me, who are they going to put on the name? She they put on my name now? Yeah. What I see for my colleague, when tell her, yeah. I like her tell her, she them so all the program is. But they give me notice, say the UNT come in for, they give me like time to get there. They tell me to talk about it. I think that's for the weekend plan and plan, I'm talking for it. Because when all the other position, and I know man come back all it.
You ain't getting nothing.
All the victimizing them, because you know, either UNT supported by more than active percent UNT, so the blacklisting, yeah.
Correct is right.
Nasty PNM plan, I'm glad out of our return now.
Yep.
Bless.
Yeah, man. Yep. But let me finish listening to the email. Let me finish listening to. I couldn't believe when I heard this. I couldn't believe.
Program, CPEP, contracts between 2021 and 2025. Notably, between August 2023 and 2025, while James served as mayor, Links Limited reportedly earned more than $900,000 in state-funded contracts.
Yeah, that $900,000 when he served as mayor in state contracts. He's a mayor. He's a mayor. I wonder if he report all of these to the Integrity Commission, boy. I wonder. I will listen.
CPEP earnings by year. 2021, $437,300.
2021, $400,000.
2022, $405,600.
2022, $400,000. All hear these amounts?
2022, $405,600. 2023, $469,300. 2024, $437,900. 2025, $299,500. 3 of the company's 4 listed directors reside in Point Fortin, and the company's registered office is located along the Point Fortin Main Road. According to a December 2024 Gazette notice published by the Integrity Commission, Mayor James failed to file declarations of income, assets, and liabilities for 2023, a breach of Section 11(1).
What are the consequences for that action? What are the consequences? What do you face? COP, you in Trinidad. What happens when you don't file with the Integrity Commission? What happens?
You're supposed to face an investigation, and if you're found guilty, you're supposed to be fined a penalty or prosecution.
But we in 2020.
That's what's supposed to be happening.
But we in 2025.
Has it happened at all?
This is 2020. This happened in 2023. We in 2025.
Well,
years later.
Because the PNM and Penny and them hold back them information, never wanted the general public to know about them things, who was benefiting when they're not supposed to benefit, and they're playing honest now today. But look, this is the real honest part about it. And watch that man face. How he believed he was doing something right. Why is Point Fortin had mothers and fathers losing their job, and mothers could not even buy meals, make breakfast, lunch, or dinner for the children. When the media go down Point Fortin down there and do them highlighting families about who they skip lunch. Many families down Point Fortin say they skip breakfast in the morning and skip lunch and eat dinner. And this man collected all that money.
And listen to this, how could Penny even come to the people of Trinidad and Tobago now, and they can trust Penny? How can Penelope Weed Beckles come to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and under her watch, she's sitting there and seeing these things happen, and not one word from she? Not one word. Not one word.
Because they tell us they can hide up them things. But they don't know, they wanted to close down the Freedom of Information Office. Yeah, they wanted to close down that. Thank God. Thank God. The UNC boot them out of office. That organization will stay. If it wasn't for the Freedom of Information Act, right now, the PNM costing the Freedom of Information Act. Because honest statistic coming out.
Correct.
Professor Wall Street, this country have laws. Conflict of interest. Ministers, senators, public servants not supposed to benefit off of the treasury. You're working, you're supposed to benefit off of your salary and the other perks you have. Get commuted, like food allowance and traveling allowance and all them kind of thing. What a minister have. You're not supposed to benefit from your ministry or from the mayor office. You're not supposed to benefit. The mayor office not even supposed to benefit CPEP contracts and things. That is the laws.
Yep, let's continue to listen.
Of the Integrity in Public Life Act, which mandates that all public officials submit such declarations annually. Efforts to confirm whether he later complied were unsuccessful. When contacted, the Point Fortin Borough Corporation requested written questions, but never responded to the inquiry. Conflict of interest concerns. The Borough Corporation, which is responsible for waste management, sanitation, and public health, often contracts CPEP crews for similar duties. The fact that a sitting mayor's private company was simultaneously benefiting from state CPEP contracts raises serious conflict of interest questions. This revelation follows similar findings involving other PNM-linked figures. Earlier this month, Guardian Media exposed that Kareem Marcel, PNM MP for Laventille West, and his relatives collected nearly $2 million in CPEP payments between 2021 and 2025. Additional investigations found Shiatsu General Contractors, owned by San Fernando Deputy Mayor Patricia Alexis, received approximately $2 million in CPEP contracts.
Only listen to this listener. Listen to this listener. Right? Listen to this, This is a PNM government, And when I say this PNM government, nefarious, malicious, diabolical, heinous, iniquitous, devious, dastardly, conniving, and vindictive, as well as unscrupulous. You will say, well, no, that is not the PNM. The facts are there now. The facts are there. Listen again. Listen.
Kudos Cleaning, linked to San Fernando Councillor Nigel Coutier, obtained 2 contracts valued at $3.7 million.
2 contracts, $3.7 million. Two PNM.
One lasting 6 years. Mary Show Maintenance Limited, owned by former San Fernando Councillor Jennifer Mary Show, was awarded $6.7 million.
PNM, 6.7. Well, you think it's easy?
That's $14 million so far.
Yeah. And how you think when them fellas and them get them big contract, when election come around, you understand? They have to repay. And that's why the PNM giving them all them big contracts. Why them getting all the big contracts? You know what they gain? Them supporters up in Chumakak, Laventille, and then Move and Environs. They gain them a t-shirt and a red chubby.
That is $14 million. Among just five PNM political appointees, eh?
There we go.
14 million out of 5.
Despite being struck off the company registry for failing to file returns. Other PNM CPEP contractors, 2021 to 2025. Jillian Lewis Construction, $2 million.
2 more million. 2 more million.
16.
Yeah, 2 more million. Yeah, there we go.
PNM Malabar / Mazika Chair. Danovan Company, $2 million.
Add another 2 million. Where we up to?
18.5 million.
Yes.
40.5 million.
Former San Fernando
million.
Councillor Alvin Reeves. Dios Contracting Services, $2 million.
Add another 2 million. Where we up to?
20.5 million. 20,500,000.
Marilyn Lewis Tobias, PNM Women's League Vice Chair. Trinbago Landscape Maintenance, $1.9 million.
Add another 1.9. Where we at 22? Let me just say 22.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, 22.
22. We are 22. 22. Let me keep going.
Curtis Shade, former Tabaquite chair. Zarina's maintenance and landscaping, $1.9 million.
24. We rounding up. 24 million. We rounding up.
Alvin Muhammad, former San Fernando West chair. Deborah's marketing and services, $1.7 million. Nigel Cleghorn,
26.
Right,
We
26.
rounding up. 26.
PNM vice chair, San Fernando West. Luigi's maintenance company, $1.3 million. June Christopher,
27.
former
We round up.
PNM St. Madeline
Yeah,
area
27.
manager. Missing CPEP audits and lack of oversight. Former CPEP chairman Joel Edwards defended the awarding of contracts, insisting all procurement followed due process. However, Guardian Media confirmed that no CPEP audits have been submitted to Parliament since 2014, a clear violation of statutory requirements. Edwards admitted that audits for 2018 to 2024 were still incomplete, while those for 2015 to 2017 had been sent to the Finance Ministry some time ago. Between 2009 and 2023, CPEP received more than $6.5 billion.
Will you hear that? $6.5 billion. $6.5 billion.
Right, 33. Right, 33.
6.5 billion. No billion. No million. Billion.
Billion, not million.
Oh,
No
Lord,
million.
Father.
That's billion. Billion. All you think that was an election treasury, you know. That was an election treasury. That's what they was doing. Yeah? Them giving them guys them big contracts when election time come around, they're going back to these same guys. Yeah?
And when
Yet the
and when the
program's
prime
financial
minister
transparency remains
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Play the clip. Play the clip.
All right.
severely lacking. CPEP and URP shut down. Following the 2026 budget presentation, the government announced that both CPEP and the Unemployment Relief Program, URP, would be phased out after an internal audit revealed widespread irregularities. In June 2025, over 300 CPEP contractors were terminated, leaving an estimated 10,000 workers unemployed. The government has pledged to replace these with permanent, full-time positions. The opposition has since blasted the closures as political victimization.
You know, think about it, eh? Think about it. This restructuring was sorely needed. And if you disagree with this, after you listen to these two videos, Kareem Marcel and Clyde James, it just tell you, and all the others, where we had about 27 million, and I'm sure there is more. I'm sure there is more. $27 million going into the pockets of the PNM, their friends, and their family. Yeah? Them are really interested in poor people. PNM interested in poor people. Look.
And when Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the UNC say the PNM only seen about the friends that start with F, friends, family, and finances. They say she was sarcastic and was lying and making confusion. Look the freaky friends, family, and finances. Look the information revealing over here and WZYE listeners. Look the information revealing, and that is coming from the UNC. That is coming from the UNC party. That is coming from the PNM. That coming from the Freedom of Information.
Correct.
That is where them evidence coming from.
Yep. And think about it. It's over $6 billion. $6 billion. Check the call before we go.
KFC.
You have a minute. Let me have a minute.
Hello.
KFC.
I want you to know that you know where you see them culture and in the PNM culture, you know where you there's GRH, $300 at Chubby, a red Chubby, and I wrote to go and load Maxine, you know, and consult with them. But I remember the man was in Parliament, the man was in the President's house. He passed away now. You know, he was in that problem getting real big contract, you know. But what's the matter, Mr. Walsh? You didn't get all of the contract and the community dilapidated, stink and nasty, no development, no proper schools, no proper community.
Yeah, but he was not public servant. He was not public servant.
Under the poor, the needy, the underprivileged, to go and vote for them to go all of the contract and give them all this happy work.
KFC, Berkey was not a public servant. Berkey was entitled to apply for contract. He was not a public servant. The mayor of Point Fortin is a public servant. And all the councillors of them is public servant. Them not supposed to get that.
Yeah,
Berkey was entitled to apply for a CPEP contract.
Yeah, let me take the break. Yeah, man.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah. Caribbean Soul says Wall Street, the media too biased. They added when UNC came into office and added the PNM 9 years. They never break down the figures to how much was actually spent in the last 9 years. They just put 6 billion. Well, you know what, Caribbean Soul, at least they put 6 billion, eh? You know what I'm saying? At least they put 6 billion. Folks, we're gonna take that break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. And when we come back, I have an editorial for you guys. Stick on stage in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live. Please share the live.
For me, I still getting a little feedback.
Tell a friend to be part of the village family.
Yeah, getting a little feedback. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station. We're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochen workers say, the party dead. Bubble billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say PNM dead. Even the 1% say the party dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP. No more pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Oh, every bite must have water 5, roads smooth as 6, provide people with work. UNC ain't making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the CARICOM leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock, put them in one big box. PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the work, no more ice cream and cake. PNM dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still lawless. 1. UNC on a mission 2 to correct the school system. 3. End poverty and clean up TNT. 4. Speed up the housing process. 5. Lower taxes. 6. Revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here. Security, PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Fire! 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 Fire!
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington U on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live. Please share the live.
So folks,
tell a friend, WZYE is live.
Yeah. So folks, I'm gonna go out for 1 minute. I had to refresh my screen. I'm gonna go out for a minute and come back. Tommy and COP, hold it.
Uncle Tommy. Take the call, Uncle Tommy.
Caller, you live.
Caller, you live.
I guess they hung up. Let's listen to some voice notes.
Okay, go ahead.
Laventille Western Bakery Marcel is firmly denying any conflict of interest over nearly $2 million in government contracts linked to his family's company. Documents show Amiki Construction, owned by Marcel's relatives, received close to $2 million in contracts between 2021 and 2025. In the last year alone, the company earned more than $700,000 under CFAP.
Marcel says there's nothing shady going on, insisting the contracts were awarded well before he entered politics. He was appointed a Board of Spain alderman in 2024 before winning his seat in Parliament the following year.
I was nobody. I was laughing. I fully particular position in the has no what's the definition of relationship with each other. And therefore that when you link it, when you're trying to link one with your party, it's just something like this. How do you try to link someone who holds office now for contractor for what it is your company? Marcel said his role with the company was brief, but
well, then he's supposed to close the contract when he become a minister.
COP, Kunji.
Good night to you, brother.
Yes. Kunji applied Professor Wall Street included in the program. Third party. He has made the program more enticing. Right? So I want to give it 10 out of 10 for something you said recently, COP. And that is, amidst all we hear about the opposition, right? And the corruption. It's something it said, and I would like it to be emphasized every time. If nobody really make a jail or pay back from the pocket, then something wrong. How all this information and all this exposure could be just for public information only, to say what they do, right? All these things that have come forward in birth and all the millions, Alwari, rentals, these people have to answer. Foster Goins, they have to answer. That can't just go without penalty. Know these things. And country-wide, we have to look forward for the penalty. And that is a great emphasis. Because we can't just give it exposure after night on the program. And no penalties to follow. No. The UNC must now prepare to deliver penalties. Any country, Doctor.
Well, to tell you the honest truth, if I had to take, if I have to take, you hear me there?
So, Kunji, I stopped the voice.
If I have to take that freedom of information document and go to the police station and report a crime, I'm going to do that. Because for the police to launch an investigation, somebody had to report a crime. And if the people in Point 14 want to sit down and stay quiet, because the Point 14 people, Burgesses and them could take that freedom of information document and walk in the police station and say, officer, I am reading a crime over here, and ask the officer to do his job and go and investigate. That is how that investigation will launch. And that is what we have to do. We just don't have to take that Freedom of Information Act and let WZYE read out the misconduct in public office. And we, as the Burgesses and the citizens, sit down and stay quiet. We have to take it further. And the UNC have enough lawyers to stand up with us.
Let's take this call. Mr. Frauda, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. President. Good evening, Tommy. Good evening, Mr. COP. Good evening to all the callers or the texters, everybody live and to everybody here today on this Tuesday. Well, Mr. Anselm, what a tangle where we be when we first set out to this year.
Correct.
And let's hope all them Lavantel people who working there, I ain't talking about who getting contract now. Because I see who getting the contract, the wealthy getting the contract. Working all these years in CPEP and still are out house.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
While the rich feeding on the trough.
Yep.
So hope there is an eye open. And I listened a little bit of the budget today, because I was home today. And I know it's PNM biggest fear that this UNC government will do the same or more with less. The money that the UNC budgeted here now, they're going to do more with the same amount or more with less. And this is where you will see the corruption in the PNM. In Button talking about big numbers, where they cut this and they cut that. How they go pay this? And when UNC do it, then people go realize how mismanagement is PNM number one game. And feeding friends, family, finances.
Yep.
So I hope all them seated people seeing, or you just working normal, hustling back a job.
Yep.
Work 2 hours a day, but you still have a house. And these men and them is multi-millionaire and becoming bigger millionaires. Close to the billionaires. You see that videos you pay, that is almost $30 million, you know, that could do for the poor people in the Tavantil and other areas.
Yep.
That is the renovation of 30 primary school.
Yep.
Exactly. But let these PNM in opposition who had a Range Rover, the Maybach, and the BMW, and the Mercedes Benz, fool all here. While right now, you know them eating right now, all of them are being higher laughing and talking.
Correct.
So we have them dependent and fool them. All right, guys, look on this.
Yeah, man. Let me play
some more mail. I still have some more voicemail.
Yeah, hold on a minute. So breaking news, folks. I was trying to get to the breaking news panel here, but somehow they didn't want me to play that breaking news. From the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, media release 23rd October 2025. Security cooperation activities between the government of Trinidad and Tobago and the government of the United States of America. The Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs wishes to advise the public that the USS Gravely DDG-107 will visit Trinidad and Tobago from October the 26th to the 30th, mooring in Port of Spain, while the 22nd U.S. Marine Expeditionary Unit will conduct joint training with the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force during the same period. The U.S. military service presence in Trinidad and Tobago highlights the U.S. commitment to regional security and corporate efforts in the Caribbean. The visit strengthens U.S. Trinidad and Tobago military-to-military cooperation through expert exchanges focused on core infantry tactics, maintenance procedure, and advanced medical capabilities, leveraging the TTDF's facilities and to enhance tactical proficiencies and enhance mutual trust. These efforts strengthen interoperability, reinforce long-term defense cooperation, and improve operational readiness among partner forces. Watch how the PNM will spin that. All the watch here, press release from the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs. Watch how the PNM go spin it. Just come true. Yeah? Let me take this call. Caller, welcome to WZYE 95.9 FM.
Yes, excuse me, sorry. Good evening again, gentlemen.
Good evening.
No folk here again.
How are you doing?
Well, you know, hopefully always a bit when I speak to you guys.
Okay.
And I ain't Santa Claus either. Hey.
All right.
Hey. On a more serious note, though.
Yeah.
Spinning it. I want to see, because we have some of them in the UNC too, fellas. Let's face that, okay? Who hate the current administration in America, and more so to the current commander-in-chief. Let's face it. All right? So, but I want to see how, well, you say the PM will spin it. I will go a bit further than that. I will challenge and dare them to do the usual Yankee go home. They would never do that. Never. Yankee go home. Right? Remember, like when Shagaramas, when Williams, well, I don't think none of us were around, right? But we know from the historical data, right? That was the chant. Yankee go home, right? So, and look at Shagaramas, how it is right now. Beautiful, ain't it? And I'm just being, I'm just being cynical here, right? So anyway, I just want to bring something to your attention. You guys are speaking about corruption and COP. By the way, are you the same COP? Our buddy, what's his name? Mr. X never talk about. Is it you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same
Do you want to know the original? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You guys have a
yeah.
You guys have a legend among you, man.
Yeah, that's the original Sophie. Yeah.
All right, but anyway, getting back to the focus of what I call back for. I think COP, you yourself said it that until, well, I'm paraphrasing, it wasn't your exact words, but you correct me if I'm wrong. You were talking about that unless people make jail and stuff like that, right? With the corruption over on the PNM side. But fellas, let's face it, okay? In every society, or in every state and in every country, you have a group called the untouchables. Those who are politically connected. Whether you're in opposition or whether you're in a current government. And you have untouchables. And if I want an example about it, I'll give you an example. We have a former PNM and UNC minister. He still walks the streets of Port of Spain and still goes left, right, and center, play mass and all that, right? That's an untouchable. And there are others. Okay? So the thing about it is that I will bet the farm nobody at the levels that I assume that you're speaking of, right? At the level of some of the highest levels of government, whether they were in previous government or current one, right? Nobody is making a deal in Trinidad. Nobody. Because you know why? Because look, the same guy I'm talking about, right? And others who were involved in a major financial scandal in Trinidad. Overseas, here in the United States, there are people who made jail, come out, have time to die. Some of them died before they could get convicted. And these guys in Trinidad, still there. Wall Street, you are wrong as long as I am. Am I lying?
I'm listening. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah. So there were guys involved in corruption and in major financial scandals at the international level. Okay? And we have a saying, you always have we call them the alphabet boys, right? The guys and the girls who, work with the alphabet agencies and so on, right? But there's a particular one, Department of State, from the State Department, right? The U.S. Marshals and so on, right? How come they haven't turned up in Trinidad and grabbed those guys, but they're grabbing the guy who might be, and I ain't condoning it, beat up the girlfriend, sell some cocaine, flee from Queens and Brooklyn in Trinidad, but they were sent about 4 guys to go and pull back that guy. But try to touch one of the untouchables. It never happened, and it will not happen. So, I'm sorry, but that's the reality to it. So we have the untouchables on both sides of the aisle who will never make a deal, because I think a lot of them hold the secrets and skeletons in the closet for their opponents on the other side, both sides.
Thank you, caller.
And that's what's going on.
Thank you.
I'll listen off the air.
Thank you.
I'd love to get your opinion about that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Professor Wall Street.
Go ahead. Yeah.
He and he own with that. That line was drawn. That line was drawn. You see all them Sawati what this will never be hold? That line was drawn when they lock up Anand Ramlogan. Innocently. No PNM ministers under this government, this coalition government, will engage in misconduct in public office, and it have evidence showing which part them become multi-millionaires through misconduct in public office. They will be held accountable under this Attorney General and under the leadership of Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Mark my word, what I'm telling you. This Prime Minister, it come to pity wrongdoers. this Prime Minister and the Attorney General will hold wrongdoers accountable. Watch it. Let a year pass. Let a year pass. Let her get proper documents and let her get proper case, because they have to build a case before you convict people. Even before you put people in court, you have to build a case. What's going to happen? I will not support the UNC if I see 5 years pass and no PNM people never get locked up. I will make a citizen arrest. I'm going to make a citizen arrest if none of them get locked up.
I echo the sentiments that if any of those who have done misconduct in public office, all you know how the judiciary justice in Trinidad is very slow, right? They have something called justice on time. Justice is not on time in Trinidad and Tobago. Justice is any time in Trinidad and Tobago. So if we are looking for somebody to get locked up in 5 years, we're not being realistic. We're not being realistic. A case does take sometimes 20 years in Trinidad. 20 years before it comes to fruition. So we cannot expect, yes, people are going to be arrested, but I don't expect anybody to get locked up in 5 years. Let me take this voice note.
Good night again, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, COP, and to everybody out there. We stand behind Mrs. Masadi Sasson, Prime Minister. You see greed? You see what greed has caused? But they took away the phone card from the disabled people. And look at how much money they're getting. How come you're not hearing any of them about it? They're fighting for the seat workers. They're fighting to go to court for them. And look at who are benefiting. We have no shame. And it's people in high ranking position in the PNM. And as you rightly said, Wall Street, which poor man get a $100,000 contract? None. But they're ready to condemn this white hat to be shut down. You see why? And ready to shout. The become genius. Ready to shout about that's UNC mischief. No. That's freedom of information. And the one with the mayor, it came out of the Guardian investigative reporter. You see? They can run, but they can't hide. Let them continue. His young brother became a banking billionaire, and his father a multi-millionaire under the PNM.
Correct.
Rohan, Faris, Foster, all of them. Penny turned a blind eye when they were accusing themselves for billions in contracts, and they want to come and talk about people now. They have no shame whatsoever. They're just like Gordon. Gordon have no shame. They come here tonight to say, "Could you lying?" Right? But yet still, he know COP lying, but you can't come with the truth.
Yep.
You cannot come with the truth and come in with some fiction about eggs being $50. Come now, man. You just don't want it to address the issues about those contracts. So right away you jump on COP back. Well, you know, shame, you know. I feel really good to jump, eat all the shame. But you see, everything is going to come out sooner or later. Everything. All of them made themselves millionaires. And Penny turned a blind eye. And now she want to complain that she's so holy and sanctimonious and what investigation into this and investigation into that. Like somebody last sheet. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hold on.
I had to answer this one through a voice note. I want to tell Patricia Reid, despite the liars and them saying I had box rate contract, I never had any contract. Okay? So, you asking me if that was illegal is irrelevant. Because how can it be illegal when I had none? Answer me that now. You are just trying to make excuses for wrongdoing. That is why, because of greedy people like Olia, they had to shut down CPF and URP and put so many people on the unemployment line. That is why they had to do it. So whoever tell you I get a contract, go and ask them if it was legal or illegal. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I have a next one. Just a minute. The Brotherhood of Wrongdoers. That is the PNM. The Brotherhood of Wrongdoers. I have one from Alistair. Hold on.
Good night to the panel. I stand by Kamala as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. There's 2 points I wanted to raise. Not really off the topic, but one is I don't know if you can remember when we was in COVID, right? And we was in an election in 2020. The then Prime Minister, his victory speech, if you can remember, when the country was locked down, families could not come in or out of the country, and the captain of the boat victory speech was that this is his last voyage as a captain, and the next time this boat stuck on any shore, he will be coming off. The man said he have places to go and people to meet. I feel my belly turn upside down when I hear that the Prime Minister, when the country, my family, my brothers and friends cannot come in, and he's saying he have places to go and people to meet, and embassy closed. I mean, I was just one, and now I get to realize that he eventually fulfilled the understand his promise. That is one. And my opinion was that it was planned so much because it's not like he stepped down. He was overrun by the 1%. You understand? He bring in shame, face, step down. I rather put Mr. Stuart Young. It was orchestrated. The young face from the man coming power, we should have known that. That was the man carrying all about. First, anyway, going to spend Stuart Young. People forgetting all going on.
Thank you. That was Alistair. Go ahead, Tommy. See if you have any voice notes.
Good night to you, Alistair.
Side of the UNC. You don't believe that through him, people could make jail? Through this man, power to operate in his office? Let me hear you. Once he come forward and this thing become public before the court and the judiciary, this is where the questions are answered in the court. So then we have to look forward for the court proceedings. So let me hear when that's supposed to take place, court proceedings concerning all these lawless behavior and misconduct in public office. Fuck them. Country spoke like a bicycle wheelman. That's what we're talking about. Keep it going. Bless. And country, we could see now why they wanted to strip that Freedom of Information Act. Right? You see them as dictators. Yeah. Trying to rule the iron fist. If them stay in power, we give you bread, we keep on eating.
If wasn't, take the caller.
Tommy, that is it? Tommy?
Yeah, I see something else.
Yeah, we'll take it now.
No, take the call first.
No, already. I was waiting for you to do the. Hold on. I'll take it. Yeah, hello. Virginia, welcome.
Oh, yeah, very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. No, for Virginia here. Very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Wall Street
Yeah.
and COP. Hey, Uncle Tommy, you there?
Yeah, he
Uncle
is.
Tommy, you
Yes.
Yes, you are my weakness, and I realize Uncle Tommy is smart. This is the quiet ones, you know, is the real sages, the real wisdom. Uncle Tommy said quiet hates nothing. You hear Wall Street and COP say they're going to make a citizen's arrest, right?
No, I didn't say that.
Mark today's date. No, wait, hold
COP
on.
said that.
So in 5 years, well, here's what the answer to your question right here. The system is so broken, right? Yes, you just said it. 20 years for a case to call, a man putting in an appeal because he could afford it, right? So they know the system. So the corruption is going to continue because you could change government, you could do whatever.
No, the corruption, no, caller, the corruption would not continue, caller. You saying
all right, okay, but
that
here's what I want to just say to you. The reason why I call it, right?
Okay.
I'm saying Wall Street and COP, I want to assure you, I have your backs, right? But when you make that citizens arrest, and when they send you up to Carrera like Butler or they send you to Royal Jail, where we call Royal Jail again, right? Well, just let me know how many cartons and cigarettes they bring for the fellas.
All right.
I don't know what you're trading for right now in jail.
Okay, thank you.
You know? But anyway, let's be facetious here. But no, but the system, you know, that's, I never hear anything about, when you're talking about reform, government reform, it includes the judiciary. And I didn't hear nobody on either side addressing that. And that's why
the current government, the current government talk about addressing the judiciary. They have spoken about that. They have put that on the table, you know, as one of the things they would like to address over the next 5 years. They have put that on the table.
Okay. All right, well, I beg to, all right, and I respect what you say there. Anyway, guys,
yeah, man.
You all have a good night, right?
No problem.
Tomorrow, 4 cartons of tomorrow for each of you will work, okay?
I don't, watch now. I don't smoke. I don't smoke.
I know you don't smoke, but guess what? That is like money in jail.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah,
so survival of the fittest. So yeah, even though you don't smoke, you could they will tell you when to go, bead, when to do whatever, you know. So so cartons of cigarettes could work like $10.
All right, Norfolk, Virginia. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
I don't know, Norfolk, Virginia going sideways like Anderson, buddy.
Leave that cigarette. Faris and them will need that cigarette. Faris will need that cigarette. The mayor will need that cigarette. Play the voice, not talk to me.
Yeah, Tony.
Kunji, I agree with you 110%. If they could lock up another locker, then anybody's supposed to get locked up. And that didn't take 5 years. And that's your idea. What David Lee?
Take the voice.
How much years that take? No. All of them fellas just feel they had jail free card. And it's true they might make a jail. Freedom of Information Act, and nothing come out of it. So then what sense in have a Freedom of Information Act? And what sense in have a constitution, right? With laws and penalties that govern the laws. Nobody's above the law. So we can't just sit back and say that nothing will come out of these things. Something have to come out. I agree with you. Have to. Yeah, we have to stand by that like stand your ground. We have to stand and know that have to happen. Or else then where's the purpose of the law, where's the purpose of the constitution, where's the purpose of parliament? Then nothing is making sense then. No. Couldn't you correct? I stand with your boy. I like you started on the program. Stay right there and hit them hard. I join with you. I was an activist too, you know. The same man and Logan, they lock up is the same one go turn and lock them back up. Yeah, you have a bone to pick. And you don't lose no case, you don't know.
Okay.
Tommy, we still getting our feedback.
Wow, I adjusted it, but look like it comes back.
Yeah, we're getting our feedback. So, folks, let's listen to this in the meanwhile,
Professor.
Okay? Go ahead, Kunji.
I was just going to tell you last caller, when he's saying COP yesterday on the program, you don't have to tell me that it's Wall Street, you have to tell that. Let me just say this to you, Professor Wall Street. If it wasn't for the Freedom of Information Act, we would have never known it have 785 recusal from Parliament, from PNM ministers. It alleged that 785 recusal come up to $4.6 billion.
Yeah, in contract.
That is not misconduct in public office.
Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago and PNM supporters only run from penny. Run from penny. If under Keith Rowley administration, it can have so much a wastage and misconduct in public office. You can imagine what will happen under Penny. You can imagine. Or let's side with this UNC government and support this UNC government because we've seen accountability, we've seen transparency, and we've seen value for our money. We've seen value. I hear asking the Minister of Works, what you going to do with this $2 million? You don't need $2 million for this work. You need $750 million. Well, they take out all the wastage. They take out all the kickback money. They pay the contractor what he deserve. Professor Wall Street. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this. This was something in where was this? Let me give people credit for this. Let me see who released this. 1 minute. This is from the Daily Press. I don't know who it is, but the Daily Press. This was from the Daily Press. Right? So take a listen to this.
Penny does not have foresight, only excuses. Since September 17th, 2025, the entire country has known that Chief Justice Ivor Archie was preparing to retire. It's been more than a month, ample time for anyone serious about leadership and governance to recognize that a new Chief Justice would soon have to be appointed. A real leader, one who truly understands the weight of their constitutional role, would have used that time proactively. From September 18th onwards, meaningful consultations could have begun, reviewing senior members of the bench, assessing merit, seniority, and suitability, and conducting due diligence so that when the question of a successor arose, there would be a credible, well-prepared recommendation ready for consideration. Yet, we are now told by the leader of the opposition, Penelope Beckles, that she was not given enough time or information to give intelligent consideration and an intelligent response. What utter madness! After more than a month of forewarning, how can anyone claim to have been caught off guard? This is not a sign of an engaged or forward-thinking opposition. It is the hallmark of reactive, unprepared leadership. Instead of focusing on this critical constitutional transition, the opposition leader was busy jetting off to New York to events where, quite frankly, no one invited her, for reasons best known only to her. Let's be clear, the acting president, once duly appointed following President Kangaloo's departure from Trinidad and Tobago's airspace, holds the full constitutional authority to appoint a Chief Justice. That is not conjecture, it is law. Chief Justice Archie announced his intention to retire yesterday, and he officially did so today. The judiciary, one of the pillars of our democracy, could not and should not be left leaderless, even for a day. The government was prepared. The process was handled procedurally, practically, and legally, without fanfare, waste, or chaos. The irony is striking. The same opposition that now cries Constitution conveniently forgets that only recently, a judge ruled that Minister Stuart Young had infringed on citizens' constitutional rights during the COVID-19 border lockdowns. Yet today, they want to cloak themselves in constitutional purity. Leadership is about readiness, not rhetoric. Foresight, not afterthought. The baton of justice cannot wait on political theatrics. A responsible leader plans for the inevitable, not complains after the fact.
So there you have it. Penny does not have foresight, only excuses. And that is it. Only one set of excuses. One set of excuses. Now, let me play this voice note here before. Let me play this voice note. Hold on. Let me get this voice note here. This is from Alistair. All right, look, Alistair voice note.
I want to take this time to congratulate the original, newest Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago, Ronnie Buru Singh, son of the short from Faizabad, went the same primary school with me, and say, that is performance. Mm-hmm. I stand by Kamala as Prime Minister, and I just want to confess, and my witness is one of the longest serving MP in the UNC, Chandresh Sharma. That is my witness. I joined the UNC when Kamala was being selected as head of the party. That is when I joined this party. When Kamala was announced to be the person as. Yeah.
Thank you, Alistair. Tom, you have any more there? Tommy? You have any more there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
COP have a full belief that under Kamala, this as a watch, the justice system will change. See, none about them things what we talking about the point of place, you know, the deal with these evil people, you know. She has things put in place.
Let's take the call. Take the call.
Hello? Hello, good night.
Go ahead, KFC.
Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy and COP. I want to call them as some damn respect, in that Kamala. Is the Honorable Campbell Sarpasa Sapa and the Bashin name now. Because we call the PNF program for the last 9 years. Let us say the Honorable Dr. T. Christopher, or let's push that, so let us say that. Let us cut off for them. So we want have respect and that thing and be programming. Dialogue silence is blessed.
Stand up for your Prime Minister, KFC. Stand up for your Prime Minister. You're 10 out of 10 for that. Even though I bias again, you're 10 out of 10 for that still.
Any more?
That's it.
Okay, let me play this voice note.
I know all people like this clip.
Then, hold on, let me play this voice note. All right. Somebody play that clip already. I want you all to listen to this. All right, this is a statement from the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar has responded to criticisms that the national recruitment drive will not provide opportunities for former workers of the Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program Company Limited, CPEP, and the Unemployment Relief Program, URP. She stated that in addition to filling vacancies for daily paid workers, the recruitment drive would provide sustainable jobs for former CPEP and URP workers, allowing them to access bank loans. Responding to the Express earlier today at the National Cycling Center in Couva, where the recruitment drive has been ongoing since Sunday, Persad-Bissessar said opportunities were available for low-skilled and unskilled workers. The Ministry of Works has about 1,700 vacancies for daily rated workers. The Ministry of Local Government, I can't call their number now, but I know Works has 1,700 daily paid, which means they're low-skilled, she said. Labor Minister Leroy Baptiste added that daily rated workers, on the advice of local government, were being recruited through an additional drive at the National Cycling Center. Persad-Bissessar said while the advertised figure of 20,000 jobs would be filled, it would not be done on the same day. It will be on a phased basis, and we'll continue to fill those vacancies as we go ahead. That is the whole purpose of this, she continued, stating that the end of CPEP and URP ensured that there would be no ghosts. She added that the recruitment drive provided sustainable jobs for real people. You could not go with a CPEP job to the bank and get a proper mortgage to buy a house, or get a proper mortgage to buy a car, or get a proper mortgage and send your child to university somewhere. That was just hand-to-mouth feeding. That's a kind of slavery. That's how I saw it, and I was very determined that I will not put people through that kind of slavery, she said. Thanking her cabinet for supporting the initiative, she added that while she would not bust head, she would ensure that her cabinet did their due diligence. Prior to the drive, a list of vacancies at the various ministries was submitted by her cabinet, she said. It was amazing the number of vacancies in the whole public service. The number of vacancies, and they were not being filled. Instead, CPEP, URP, and blah, 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 blah. No, I said, this is phase 1. This is the public sector jobs, she continued. She added that the drive would soon target private sector jobs. We partner with the private sector and do a rollout to see. Let's bring more people into the job market and have the jobs created, she said. She remarked that many of the applicants seemed to be younger ones. While other venues were opened across the country, she said she was told that over 110,000 applications were submitted via the online portal. She assured citizens that it was her job to create jobs in the country. We've promised you jobs, and we will deliver on that promise. All of it may not happen the same day, but we're working on it. We'll work on it and get it done, she said. Asked whether she was surprised by the number of applications, she said, I'm not surprised at all. People were crying. I've been on the ground. All of us on the ground. We were campaigning, and the cry was one of the main things, jobs, and they wanted to be safe. We are working on both ends of those things, and that's what we've seen pouring out over this week and in other days. Following the close of the recruitment drive on Saturday at midnight, Works Minister Gillian John said the velodrome would be converted to an interview site on Monday. We start to sift through the applications to start the interview process on Monday of next week. Interviews start on Monday of next week. So this transitions from the recruitment site to an interviewing site, she said. John added that besides unemployed persons applying for jobs, there were many aspirational persons who sought better job opportunities. And there are opportunities for that because, remember, we have opportunities across the government network and the state-owned companies. And the Prime Minister said she's going to roll out phase 2 sometime next week, she added.
Hear that?
Yep.
Hear that?
Yep.
Hear that? Yep. So people can talk over it. And folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice note. Put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice note and your closing quotes. Folks, we're sorry how the chat got away from us today, but we were busy trying to bring you these videos. But there's a lot of videos we didn't even get to. But that's okay. We have Sunday talk on Sunday from 1 to 4. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. And Tommy, have another voice note here before we go. Let me play this voice note.
No more voice. No.
Hold on.
Listening to that they will gather information and make the necessary improvements that is needed for this country. So, Professor, Uncle, COP, will keep up the good works.
Thank you, Alistair.
Thank you, Alistair.
Yeah, thank you. Let me see. I have my next voice note here. Where's this one here? Hold on, let me see this one.
Hello, good night, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. I call on you to become to start a boss man and ministers, I don't know. Because they're not calling and dealing with the choo-choo soldiers who toil and fight and they know what's going on and what we're going through. But they get victimized last night at the PNM, everything with me. And they're not calling and saying nothing and keep them up to date. Mr. Washington, a hungry dog. Alright. Remember you teach me that? Don't suffer peacefully. I'll come out and talk. And that's behind happen.
COP, I called KFC. KFC, you send the message and then you delete it after I play it.
He played brighter. Yeah, wait to go nowhere. Nobody don't send nobody message nowhere, you know.
COP, call your partner, COP. Call your partner. Let me go to the chat real quick here. Angela Darius, remember when they wanted to change the FOIA to make you wait for a whole year to get a reply? Yeah, Angela, remember that well. Remember that very, very well. I didn't forget that. Ken John says, tell PNM, tell Rowley, tell the bandit, go by the police. All your PNM nuts, best you call the nuts or nutsy. Yeah, I see nutsy make a good presentation in Parliament. Monica Ramkisoon said golden eggs, you start a layer. Anthony Ford, Anthony, you just plain shameless and disgusting. Yeah. Ron DeSantis, boy, that Virginia, you know, that Norfolk, Virginia, you know. That Norfolk, Virginia, Ron, boy, you get your real name, boy. Yeah. Gordon Dryden Joseph say, AD, all that baloney we are talking about. One tell us the normal eggs, a whopping $50 for 12. Okay. I think it's showing shade for COP. Monica Ramkison, Gordon, what truth? Your song in the range. That is the UNC chat. That is a UNC chat. Don't let it all hit you on your way out. Yeah. Tommy Mohammed actually is 22. One get murdered. Oh, I wanted to play a quick one before we go. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your voice note. Yeah? This one here, quickly. This one.
I'm sorry. I know this must be very stressful for you guys. How are you feeling? How are you doing today?
I'm feeling real in a mess.
Memorial for the person who they say was one of the 21 or 22 people who was killed or was on the boat recently, but the fellow was involved in some nefarious activities too. So let me take a quick listen.
I'm sorry. I know this must be very stressful for you guys. How are you feeling? How are you doing today?
I'm feeling real in a mess. And what said how the priest, the word what the scripture thing, it was really for he. Had all my paws raising. That scripture, what the person reading in church, it was really for he. It was really sad.
How's the rest of your family doing?
Everybody in a mess right now. Everybody in a mess. As every day go by, it's more pain.
Have you guys had any response from the Trinidadian government about an investigation? What's going to happen?
Nobody come and ask no question. Nothing.
No one from the government has reached out to you?
No.
Are you guys planning to take some legal action about, knowing what happened or what the circumstances were?
Well, right now we're waiting to see what will come outside, and then we might see what we could do.
I know you've answered this question before. It's just that we just got here today, so if you could, how did you find out about what happened as a family? How was the?
Just social media. People seeing it and everybody calling one another and things with everybody. But we didn't want to believe it until the next day. Well, the mother saying it is true, that she confirmed it is true because of everybody calling. Like some of them didn't know he was coming too. And then this come and happen. So.
Do you as a family consider this to be an extrajudicial killing by a...
Yes. First time we ever witnessed something like this.
Did anyone here in this town ever imagine, or did the fishermen ever feel like in danger when they've gone out fishing? Like, is there a sense of like danger here prior to this event about something like this happening?
No, now as what's going on, they're afraid to go out there. They're afraid to go and fishing far.
So how was the family dealing with the assumption and the accusation that Chad was involved in narco trafficking?
No, we know that is all that is a lie. He was never he never get no hold with no drugs. That's how they putting it over. That is a lie, and I could prove it is a big lie. He get hold with ammunition and it was some shots, but then putting a whole lot of drugs. It was never so. So let her get it.
You see for yourself? You was sold with ammunition. Okay.
You know why them dog was barking there?
Why?
Them dog and my dog was barking. I
thought that was your dog, yes?
Them dog, the journalist was asking foolish questions. And the dogs wanted to run the journalist some over there. But Professor Wall Street, if one of my relatives coming in his own country illegally, right? And something happened, which part a foreign country, get rid of the boat, not in Trinidad waters, in Venezuelan water, and something happened to my son died. It is I have to go to the authority to do an investigation. The authorities
Yeah.
had to come by me. The authorities don't know my son's name. The authorities don't know me. Why the parent don't be responsible and go to the authority and say, well, look, we believe this is our relative son of the soil, and ask for an investigation. Them saying,
Correct.
well, nobody come by me. Nobody had no damn right to come by you.
Correct is right. So, folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington. We're going to take that quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up. Don't forget, send your closing voice notes, your closing quotes, and your closing comments. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, the next time we see you will be on Sunday on Let's Talk Politics, Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Right, so here's my closing quote.
Today is Thursday, October 23rd, and I declare, nothing will stop me today, because you, Lord, are my strength, my shield, and my refuge in every battle. I rise today not by luck, but by purpose. If I'm standing, it's because you still have something great to do through me. Lord, today I ask you, break what holds me back, destroy what limits me, and close every door that wasn't opened by you. Lay your hand over my plans. Breathe your direction upon my steps, and make me walk where fear once said it was impossible. Today, God, I don't want just an ordinary day. I want a day marked by your presence, a day of victory, of answers, of new beginnings. Let everything that tries to bring me down face someone who is sustained by faith. If the enemy rises, he will fall. If sadness tries to enter, it will leave. And if doubt comes, it will be silenced by your power. Because I believe, Lord, those who walk with you may be attacked, but they will never be defeated. Today, I move forward with peace in my heart, knowing that your care is the shield that protects and guides me. May this Thursday bring your hand upon me, your voice guiding me, and your presence strengthening me. In Jesus' name, I declare, today will be a day of victory. Good morning, God. Today is
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, COP.
Trinidad and Tobago, stay good, be good, and be safe. See you on Sunday.
Thank you. Go ahead, Tommy.
Juwala Nehru says, fear builds its phantoms which are more fearsome than reality itself. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look at that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you give them a hand up. Love you all. Stay strong. Stay well. We'll see each other on Sunday, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Nana Alexander said, God bless and safe night to Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and COP, and all who are live on lockdown. Sometimes all it takes is a smile, a compliment, or a caring word. Kindness can be more than deeds, it's anything that lifts another person. Some little things are not little. My prayer is that God will hold you tight, an angel will keep you in sight. Blowing you is sweet. Good night. Thank you, Donna Alexander. Okay, let me go over to the chat here. Bennett Thomas says, bless Bennett Thomas says, good night, fellow villagers. Anthony Ford says, blessed night, everyone. Locked on and stay safe. Anthony Ford said, good night, everyone. Bennett Thomas says, another great program, guys. I'm now officially a villager. Okay, thank you, Bennett. Anthony Ford said, great program as usual. Good night, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and Mr. COP.
Good night to you, brother.
Yeah. Mr. Intellectual says, live by the food, you die by it. Tommy, don't take that. Don't take that.
Good night
Judy
to
Ali
you.
says, great program.
Go ahead, Professor Wall Street.
Judy Ali says, great program, Wall Street, Tommy, and COP. I'm still hoping you guys will be on every day. Very informative.
Good night to you, Judy Ali.
Judy Ali. Donna Guckin says, to everyone that are locked on, have a blessed night until we meet again on Sunday afternoon. God willing, stay safe. Blessings.
Good night to you, Donna.
Monica Ramkisoon said, never put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Correct is right.
Good night to you, Monica Ramkisoon.
Yes. Miss Santa Cruz closing comment, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Don't complain. Maya Angelou.
Tell the PNM supporters that.
Anthony Ford said, good night, everyone. Have a good night. Be safe, all your people, till Sunday.
Good night to you, Anthony Ford.
Okay. Caribbean Soul says, man in prison is more free than a man who promised a woman money.
I like that one. Good night to you, Caribbean Soul. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, the voice notes are rolling in.
Suzanne says, good night, Wall Street, and Uncle Tommy and everyone. Sweet dreams and see you on Sunday. Love you guys. Thank you very much.
Good night to you.
Tommy, what did you say?
Got some voice notes. They keep pumping in.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, take them.
Hello, good night, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. I call it you when we come to start to bust Madam Minister's head.
No, we played that already. We played that already, Tommy. Go to the next one.
Okay, let me stop that then.
Yeah, we played that.
Put toil and fight.
Okay, that's some other ones.
Know what's going on.
Come on.
What we going through. My last night, but I did everything with me. And then I call it and say nothing I should come up to date. Because I want shit. I'm hungry dog. All right.
All right, let me get to some of the other ones. Wow. I'll just play two of them.
Yeah. Well, that did I do by mistake, boy? So all along what we heard was that, yeah, the man get killed and the man get killed.
Tell me the president just screwed it up. Why the president just screwed it up?
Only there's
Yeah, I just
everything happening now is that a result of him living in the bad life. That the man not talking there, is it? When what we were fed.
Uncle Tommy, you have it sounding like Penny.
Oh, God, that day, the 6.5, wrist will be tired, boy. Tired. Spin like that. Oh gosh, but all I'm asking for, which I know the country lovers are asking for the same thing, there must be due process. Okay, look how many UNC people right now are before the courts. Look how many. Should I just take them and throw them in jail? I'm sure you would say no. I definitely raise my hand on the 2 feet and I say no, you can't do that. There must be due process. Oh gosh, but how are they going to endorse that, boy? Blow them out of the water, blow them up. Where is the process? In America, they have a thing they call innocent until proven guilty. In Trinidad and Tobago, we have what we call innocent until proven guilty. So we're changing that, boy. Yeah?
So you know David Lee innocent? You know David Lee innocent too?
Oh God, but hey, God will help you, but we don't get no dragon thing, boy. But we don't let no innocent people get licked up and mash up and that's just because one man, oh God, it don't happen so much already, Saddam Hussein. We're still waiting for the weapons of mass destruction. And all you have no problem with that 6.5? No problem with that?
You know David Lee. You know David Lee innocent until proven guilty too.
Like, please pray. We don't want this set of war thing. No, we are not accustomed to that. Let us deal with our internal things. You understand? We can. We are small nation. We could fix this. But we gotta stop the stupidness about we versus them. Think with your brain.
Lock up all them PNM fools before you fix it.
Yeah. Tommy, you have to press the 1. You have it fast. It's going very fast. You have to slow it down.
Yeah, the reporter calling.
No. Don't take no more calls.
Yeah, reporter. Yeah, reporter, go ahead.
Yes, good night. And to the caller who, excuse, to the caller who don't come up with, I will deal with you in talk show with. Don't care what you all say and do and call about. You all not getting back into office by accident or even by no fault. Because right now we have a problem in the country here with the mainstream media. The mainstream media going to the opposition like if the opposition is in charge of this country. You are calling the radio station and want to sound. You're supposed to be calling and apologizing for the state of Trinidad and Tobago every time I hear a PNM supporter. I sit and listen to the program and the way you call and sound in the program like you dictate it. Hello, the PNM is not going to resurrect at all. Tobago spit them out permanently and the only one that could win the election is with Tobago help. And Trinidad, that 26 seat is Stadium and the UNC. I'm sorry to say, is the UNC. The UNC, because we have that people inside the amount of seats they have, the PNM cannot get back none. But the PNM have to worry about that 13 seats they have any upcoming political party will scramble at it and get it. Because all you all talk, you all have them people in the cars upset. You have people in the house upset because the people in the community want to know, but these people was just in office. What is wrong with them? Like only realize what all they're talking in parliament. People hearing all it, and I tell them all the support and tell them all I go to people are upset with every time all they reply to the public around this time. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago, and you will like it.
Good night,
Thank you,
reporter.
folks.
Good night,
We are out
reporter.
of here. See you Thursday. See you Sunday on WZYE 95.9 FM on Sunday Talks. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Good night.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can build, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day,